Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see a new question in BST or binary search tree. So basically we are given a BST here. We need to find the closest element for a given value, right? So it means we are given a value here, and we need to find the closest element for that particular value. Now it can be greater, it can be lower value, but it should be closest. Now let's say if my value is 9, right? So if my value is 9, it means what is the closest element of 9? In this BST, the closest element of 9 is 8, because the difference of 9 and 8 is 1, right? So it means the closest element of 9 will be 8. The closest element of 6 is 6 itself, because we have 6 here. So it means I will return 6. Now what is the closest element of 18? So if you see, the closest element of 18 is 20, because the absolute difference, it should be the absolute difference. The absolute difference between 18 and 20 is 2. So that is why the closest element of 18 is 20. Now again, what is the closest element of 25? The closest element of 25 is 20, right? Now for the 10, we have two options. The difference of 10 and 8 is also 2, and the difference of 10 and 12 is also 2. So we can choose any of the values. So it can be 8 or it can be 12, right? So this is my question, that for a given BST and for a particular given value, I need to find what is the closest element, right? Now how we can solve this question? So what we can do, we'll take a difference, because if you see, the important point is that we need to maintain the difference, and we need to check that wherever we have the minimum difference, I need to store that value, right? It means I will take three variables. The first variable will be the current difference. So this will be current difference. The second variable which I will have is minimum difference, which will basically maintain the what is the minimum difference till now. And the third difference will be what is the minimum difference or the closest difference node, right? So that will be my third variable. Now what I will do, I'll start from the root node. Now first of all I'll take the what is the difference of the current value, and at the starting I can say my minimum difference is infinity, or I can say maximum value, right? So using the integer dot max value, I can maintain the minimum difference. So let's say this is infinity. Now I will check that what is the current difference. So now let's say my given value is 9. I will take one by one all the example. Let's start from the 9. Now the difference of current node value and this value is 1. It means I will say the current difference is 1. So I will check if this current value is less than the minimum difference, then update the minimum difference. So what is the minimum difference now? Minimum difference is 1 now, right? Because the difference of 8 and 9 is 1, and because this current difference is less than minimum difference, so I will also store the minimum difference node. So what is node? This is 8, right? Now because this 9 is greater than this 8, so I will go in the right direction. So we have 15 here. Now again I will check what is the difference of the 15 and 9. So the difference is 6. So I will check if the current difference is lesser than this minimum difference. So it says no, it is not. So it means I will not update the minimum difference node is and minimum difference. Then because this 9 is less than 15, so I will go in the left direction, right? Because we need to go until node is not null, because it can happen that, because let's say we are searching 9, and here it can happen that here we have 8.5. So the difference of the 8.5 and 8 will be 0.5. So that is why we need to go until node is not null. So again the difference of 12 and 9 is 3, right? So again I will check whether this current difference is less than minimum difference. This is not, so it means I will not update the value. Now this 9 is less than 12, so I will go to left side, and because in left side it is null, so it means we are done. So whatever minimum difference node we have, that will return. So it means for 9 my answer will be 8, right? Now let's check the other cases. Other cases means let's check for the 6. Now my value is 6. So if my value is 6, at the starting my minimum difference is infinity. Now I will start from the root node. I will check what is the difference of the current node value and the current node value and this value. So difference is 2. I will check whether this current difference is less than minimum difference. Yes, it means update the minimum difference. So update the minimum difference and update the minimum difference node as well. So it means it will update to 8, right? Now because this 6 is less than 8, so it means it will go in this direction. Now it is finding 6. So what is the difference of this 6 and 6? This is 0. So it means the current difference is 0. Now if the current difference is less than minimum difference, yes, it means update the current difference. So update the current difference is 0. And now minimum difference is, I will update the minimum difference to 6, the current minimum difference node. Now because the value is exactly matching, so we know that we cannot have, if the values are equal, so we cannot have minimum less than the minimum difference to it. It means at this moment, if the values are matching, then I will break from it, and whatever value I have, I will return as an answer. Right? So this was the second case. Now let's also take the third case. Third case was, let's say if my value is 18. So in 18 what will happen? I will start from this 8. The difference is 10. The difference is 10. It means 10 is less than minimum difference. So I will update the minimum difference to 10, and I will update the minimum difference node, which is 8. Now it will, because 18 is greater than 8, so it means it will go in this direction. Now check, we have 15. So what is the difference of 15 in 18? This is 3. So if it is 3, I will update the current difference as 3, and because this 3 is less than 10, it means I will update the minimum difference to current difference, which is 3. Now I will also maintain the minimum difference node. Now what is the minimum difference node? Because this is 15, so I will also update the minimum difference node to 15. Now because 18 is greater than 15, so it will go in right direction, and now we have 20. What is the difference of 20 and 18? This is 2. Now because this current difference is less than the minimum difference, so I will update the minimum difference, and I will update the minimum difference node to 20, which is this one. Right? Now because 18 is less than 20, so it will go in this direction, but because this is null, so it means we are done. So whatever minimum difference node we have at the last, return the answer as it is. Right? So this is how we can do this one. Now let's take one more case so that you cover all the cases. Let's say 25. So in 25 again we start from the 8. So what is the difference of 8 and 25? The difference is of 15. I will update the minimum difference. I will update the minimum difference node. Because this 25 is greater than 15, it will go in this direction. What is the difference? The difference is 10. Again the difference is going lesser. So it means I will update the minimum difference, and I will update the minimum difference node, which is 15. Now it will go to right direction because 25 is greater than this one. Now what is the difference between 25 and 20? The difference is 5. Because this current difference is less than minimum difference, I will update the minimum difference to 5, and I will update the minimum difference node to 20. Right? Because this 25 is greater than this one, so that is why it will go in this direction, and this is null. So whatever value we have last, that will be your answer. Right? Now let's take one more case, the last case, so that we cover all the cases. So let's say 10. In 10 what will happen? The difference of 8 and 10 is 2. So it will update here. Now because 2 is less than minimum difference, so it will update here, and it will update to 8 as well here. Now because 10 is greater than 8, so it will go in this direction. We have 15. So the difference of 15 and 10 is 5. So it means it will not update because this 5 is greater than this one. Now because 10 is less than 15, so it will go in this direction. We have 12. The difference of 12 and 10 is 2. Right? So difference is 2, but because this current difference is equal to minimum difference, it is not less than, so I will not update the value. Right? And then it will go in this direction, so it is null. So it means whatever value we have achieved here, that will be as answer. So I will return 8 as answer. Right? So it means we have covered all the cases. So what you need to do, you will start from the root node, and you will get the current difference. If your current difference is less than minimum difference, you will update the minimum difference as a current difference. And if the current difference is less than minimum difference, then you will also update the minimum difference node, so that you maintain, so that you know that what is the minimum difference node or what is the closest element node for a particular given value. Right? And then as per the value, you will go either left or right side. Right? So it means if you see, for any given value, if there are n nodes, it means if there are n nodes and let's say height is h, so how many traversal we are doing? For any given node we are doing h traversal. H is a height, because like if you see for 9 we went from here, here, right? Again for 6 we went from here then here, because this was equal. So in this case we just break. So in this case it will have only 2 iteration. But if the value is not matching, so we'll go until h. Right? So it means my time complexity to solve this question will be big O of h. And what will the space complexity? So as such, if you see, we are just using 3 constant variables. So my space complexity will be big of 1, right? So these are time complexity and space complexity. Now let me show you the code as well, so that we are on same page, or you know what is happening. So this is how I'm inserting or I'm creating my BST, and I'm calling a function find closest element for given value, where I'm passing the root node and where I'm passing the given value. Now if you go here, and what we are saying, my parameters are root node and my value is given value. Now this is negative case. Let's see if my node is null. So in this case I can just return null, right? That I can't find any value. So first of all, I will have the minimum difference assigned to maximum value, and I will have also assigned the closest element node, which is null, right? Now I will start and I will do this until node is not null. So this is in while loop. First of all, I'm getting the current difference. That what is the current difference? So current difference I can find using the math.absolute value, node of data minus value. Now if this current value, if this current difference is less than the minimum difference, so I'll update the minimum difference, right? Because this is the important point. I will update the minimum difference, and at the same moment I will also update the closest element node, so that I know what is my closest element node, right? So this is how you can basically know what is your closest element node and what is your minimum difference. Now if your value is less than the node of data, it means I need to go to left direction, and else if your value is greater than node of data, then it means I need to go in right direction. And else if values are equal to matching, so it means in this case we need not to go further, and we'll break from here, and whatever the closest element node we have will return as a answer, right? So this is what our function is to solve, to get the find closest element, right? And again you can just check at the last that if your closest element is not null, so we can print the value, right? So this is how we can solve the question, and we have seen what is the logic, what is the time complexity, space complexity, and what is the code of this one. But still, if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that, and I will also put the source code into description section, so if you want, then you can also get it from there, right? So that's it about this video. If you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.